This news update is brought to you by...
Got kids? Then you need video on demand from Flow, with hours of entertaining shows and movies for boys and girls of all ages. There's always something to watch. Simply press the VOD button on your Flow remote. This is how we do TV. This is how we Flow.
It's Wednesday, February the 17th, 2016, and this is your Barbados Today morning news update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. In our big story, top tourism officials have welcomed the plan by the Barbados immigration authorities to fingerprint all arriving and departing passengers at the island's ports of entry effective April the 1st. Chief Immigration Officer Irene Griffith made the announcement Monday in a Government Information Service release, adding that the move will be followed later this year by the introduction of facial scans. Yesterday, the Secretary General of the Caribbean Tourism Organization, Hugh Riley, also commented on the development, saying border security was paramount.
The CTO is concerned about any factor that threatens the sustainability of the tourism industry. And yes, we are constantly in touch with the authorities to make sure that all that should be done is being done. We have to make sure that our citizens and our guests are protected, that they feel safe, that they understand that the Caribbean is still a place where they can come and relax and enjoy a safe, problem-free vacation. And yes, we are convinced that our member countries and the law enforcement agencies within the Caribbean are paying very serious attention to that.
In a separate interview, Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association, Sue Springer, told Barbados Today she saw no reason for anyone to object to the move, noting that fingerprinting of arriving passengers was done at almost all other international airports.
If it is done with the right system, with the right training, then I don't see why people should object to it, because it is not only Barbados that does it.
Pointing out that Barbadian travelers are currently fingerprinted and photographed when they enter the United States, the National Union of Public Workers is also supporting government's fingerprinting plan. The union's General Secretary, Rosalind Smith, said even though it is yet to be officially informed, as a bargaining agent for the island's immigration officers, it welcomed the proposed move.
It's a new announcement, but I believe it is this month. We have to speak to our shop steward and see exactly if it means any changes to their conditions in terms of things like that. So it's a bit early. I know it's from April, but I don't have no problem with that.
Less than 2 months ago, after losing their mother to a vicious knife attack, some of Kellyanne Gill's children appear to be coping well with their loss. Gill was stabbed to death 2 days before Christmas, allegedly by her boyfriend and the father of all but one of her children. Yesterday evening, 4 of the 7 children got off the school bus and ran straight into the arms of their paternal grandmother, Althea Hines, as she stood outside their Crab Hill St. Lucie home awaiting their return from school. Their dog, Brown Boy, who family members say has shown a keen interest in the children since their mother died, was also there to greet them at the nearby bus stop and walked beside them all the way home. The 4-month-old baby boy, who was in the house at the time of the attack, was handed over to the Child Care Board by police and is now at a children's home. In sport, the West Indies under-19 ICC World Cup champions have returned to the Caribbean to a hero's welcome. The young regional cricketers who thumped tournament favourites India to be crowned the best under-19 cricket team in the world were greeted yesterday at the Grantley Adams International Airport by top regional and local sporting officials, as well as Acting Prime Minister Richard Seeley and Minister of Sport Stephen Lashley. During the official welcome reception, Lashley said there was an expectation across the region that one day West Indies cricket will rise from the proverbial ashes and once again take its place at the top of the international game.
And I believe that your performance has helped to rekindle that hope among West Indies people. Your victory is not only a victory that should remain relevant to this particular competition, but I think that your victory has got to be part of the rebuilding effort as you, on the 19 players, take your preparatory walk or run towards the senior team.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
God, these papers ain't selling at all, at all. Get your paper, get your paper. Only $2.25, get your paper. Get your paper, miss. Look, take it, I can pay for it. Barbados today, all the way.
Barbados Today. News you can trust.
Well, it may be the month of love, but it is also the month of AgriFest. It is here, AgriFest 2016 at Queen's Park on February 26th through 28th, highlighting the theme, Grow, Sell, Eat, We Beat. A humongous amount of attractions and activities for everybody. So don't Dixie doodle your physiog. I, Brother Daddy, will be there, along with my sheep, Dolly, Dootsy, and Dan. So come, let me celebrate the very best of agriculture in the Caribbean.
Turning now to news from the region, more than 5,000 foreigners are believed to be living illegally in Guyana. That's according to Minister of Citizenship, Winston Felix. Royden James has more.
Minister of Citizenship Winston Felix told the National Assembly that approximately 5,300 foreigners could be living in Guyana illegally. He said there is evidence of their arrival but nothing at the Immigration Department to show when they left the country. The trouble is, if they are really still around, they could place a heavy burden on the country's social services.
The flow of illegal immigrants to Guyana is a result of the pull factor in certain developed countries. But stringent checks at certain ports have forced these illegal immigrants from those countries to use Guyana as a transit point. But unfortunately, quite a number remain in this country.
And on the international scene, President Barack Obama has called for a halt to any new construction or militarization of Asia's oceans and reaffirmed the U.S. right to operate freely in the international areas. Speaking at the close of a meeting with Southeast Asian leaders in California, Obama pressed for a halt to reclamation, new construction, and militarization of Asia's oceans, an indirect reference to China's rapid construction in the South China Sea of airstrips and ports that could have military uses.
With regard to security, the United States and ASEAN are reaffirming our strong commitment to a regional order where international rules and norms and the rights of all nations, large and small, are upheld. We discussed the need for tangible steps in the South China Sea to lower tensions, including a halt to further reclamation, new construction, and militarization of disputed areas. Freedom of navigation must be upheld, and lawful commerce should not be impeded. I reiterated that the United States will continue to fly, sail, and operate wherever international law allows, and we will support the right of all countries to do the same. We will continue to help our allies and partners strengthen their maritime capabilities, and we discussed how any disputes between claimants in the region must be resolved peacefully through legal means, such as the upcoming arbitration ruling under the UN Convention of the Law of the Seas, which the parties are obligated to respect and abide by.
That's news and sports. However, you can join us again this afternoon for more. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, Subscribe to our e-paper email updates or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Flow TV and to Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.